Barrel rolls is the reporter thrown into the secretive world of the Forex Super Model, where nothing is as it seems. Beware the techno-monk, and steer clear of Professor Code and his two assistants. Give the senior trader a wide berth, and don't expect any sense from the risk manager.
Good morning, I'm Professor Code and this is the Forex Super Model Daily Briefing for Thursday the 22nd of the 4th, 2021. The time is just coming up for 0500 GMT, Asian session coming to a close, European session firing up, our lunchtime North American session. Right, yesterday 21st then we had an negative driver in the pound at minus 21. So very low activity, and we had no backdoor flows, and we had this situation where we had a joint mover and secondary driver in the dollar and the pound. So the opposing positive flows went equally into the dollar and the pound at +8, and the euro was the positive rock at +5, and activity plus or minus 21. Intra-week then, this is from Monday the 19th to the 4th, open to about 15 minutes ago. We got a negative unopposed driver in the dollar at minus 269, no backdoor flows, the opposing positive flows mainly going into the pound at +152, into the yen at +88, and the euro was the positive rock at +29, activity plus or minus 269. Intraday then, this is the Asian session to about 15 minutes ago. We've got a negative unopposed driver in the dollar again at minus 36, no backdoor flows, the opposing positive flows mainly going into the pound at +14, into the yen at +13, and the euro was the positive rock at +9, activity plus or minus 36. Right, what's been knocking it about? Well, we've had some positive business confidence on the AUD early this morning. Today we've got the ECB rates decision, and tomorrow we've got a busy day today, Friday the 23rd. We've got German manufacturing PMI, Eurozone PMI, GBP manufacturing and service PMI, and the ECB Lagarde speech. Yesterday we had the Canadian rates decision, which was broadly viewed as hawkish, and the Canadian dollar made an attempt to gain some strength. Right, so let's see what's been happening in the flows. Let's get rid of this. Our trades have come back a bit. We're about minus 700 points overall, but say we are pretty much back at full scaling now. So that's something to bear in mind. Right, the euro then. The euro is strong, except against the pound and the Swiss, which are stronger. The yen is strong, except against the euro, the pound and the Swiss. The pound is strong, except against the euro and the Swiss. The Swiss is strong across the board. The CAD is weak, except against the NZD, which is weaker. The AUD is weak, except against the dollar, the CAD, and the NZD. And the NZD is weak across the board, and the dollar is weak, except against the CAD and the NZD. Bear in mind that these are short-term flows intraday. This is the Asian session flow. So what have we got? We've got New Zealand weakness across the board. We've got Swiss franc strength, excuse me, and take your pick in the middle. Right. So let's have a look at the asset classes. The analysts are in overdrive at the moment, rear view mirroring it, saying how clever they are and how stupid everyone else was. Well, fine, that may be true. US dollar index. What have we got? Basically it broke and it's now at about 0.45 from our model floor. So the dollar index is pretty weak. Gold. Gold had this double top and is sold off and is now about there, basically back at the support, so it's about 0.42 from the floor. Oil's been is about 0.4 from the high. Oil's not really doing it at the moment. Wall Street basically broke. It's now just come off slightly. The S&P had this double top, and it's very similar in looking to the Wall Street. The tech, if you remember, finally broke. It's come back and it's now back at this resistance, this initial resistance that it finally broke. US 10-year and the bond. Right, the US 10-year, if I can find it, looks like this. It's 0.5. This is the price, so yield. The price has come back up, so yields have come back off, and the bond is 0.38. So it's got a similar look to it, but the price hasn't come up as much. So relatively speaking, European yields are still outgunning. So this has implications for the euro dollar going forward. Right. So copper. Remember, 2, 3, 4, 5 pumps. Came back to the second pump, went back to base camp. It's messed about for quite a while, and it's now right up here, back up here at 4.7 pumps. So we've been saying it's going to recover, and it pretty much nearly has. US steel, we've got this sold off at the double top. It broke, and it's now come back a bit, so it's 0.4 from the high, which is an improvement from recently. Right, let's just get rid of this and make some final talks then. Right, well, so we added to our New Zealand CAD shorts yesterday. We're running about six full trades short the New Zealand CAD. So what are we doing? We're short the USD against the euro, the pound and the AUD, and we're short the NZD against the euro, the pound, the CAD and the AUD. Right. Obviously we had the New Zealand rates decision, which sorry, not the New Zealand rates decision, the CAD rates decision yesterday. The AUD has just been literally just grinding up on the data. Yeah, it's not showing in the against the NZD particularly, but it will do. You've got the Euro rates decision today. And the key place we think today, if you're looking, I mean we're obviously longer term, will be NZD CAD. So short NZD CAD. As the market wakes up to this notable change, and remember that it takes the ship quite a bit of time to turn around. People have been very. This has been the go-to place for commodity currencies, the NZD. And the CAD has been shunned, but that's changing. So with a bit of luck and fair wind, we should see and a vast improvement in shorting the NZD CAD. So I hope that was useful. See you tomorrow for daily briefing. Thank you very much.